And welcome back to Let's Play Psychonauts. For the last time, can you believe it? Last time we made it to the top of Thorny Towers, rebrained all the children, defeated Dr. Lobato, kinda, and now we are poised to save Lily. Agent 9 and Agent Fodello are trying to blast through her restraints, but they're having a little bit of problems actually doing it. So I think a little bit of an assist from Raz, and...
Gave me a cowlick, Coach Oleander's gonna burn.
At least he never got inside your brain. It's going to take me weeks to get my rhythm back.
Rasputin, you have surprised us yet again. I cannot thank you enough for what you've done.
Hey, all in a day's work for a psychonaut.
Well, Psy-Cadet, you mean.
Hey, the Psychonauts should be so lucky to get someone like Raz. The brain he's got in there
is 1 in a million. Thanks to all of you for bringing it straight to my door.
Oleander.
You took all my friends' brains. You turned an innocent fish into a giant monster. You stole all the teachers, derailing my education. And you kidnapped my girlfriend.
Rasputin, this fight is too big for you.
Back home, I had to clean up after the elephants. So trust me, I know how to take care of this ugly little pile of...
Kids, let the grown-ups handle this.
You tall people!
Sasha!
We get to kill him too!
Well, it's official. The genius is back. Time to go get ready for my gallery show. Uh-oh, this looks bad. Ah, well, that's good. Someone must have turned off the gas long ago.
Oh, here's what my poor flowers need. A little water.
Oh no, I spilled all my turpentine and acetone.
Hey, Boyd! Long time no see!
Oh, Mr. Orderly, I did not see you there. I was just taking a little therapeutic walk in the moonlight.
Relax, the asylum's closed. We can all go home.
Leave? Here?
Yeah, this place is for crazy people. And I don't know about you, but I ain't crazy no more.
I have to tell you, I'm feeling pretty good.
You know, maybe it is time for us all to move on.
What do you think, Boyd? You ready to blow this popsicle stand?
The milkman has completed his route. You guys want to split a cab?
And the crib wasn't even that clean. I mean, what do I have to do to get those guys to take me seriously?
When are you going to shut up and kiss me?
I can hear that.
I know.
Surrender! Never!
The Psychonauts have a word for people who turn on their own.
Ha! I don't need the Psychonauts anymore. I'm making my own army. Got a word for that?
Yeah. Gesundheit!
Wow.
Wow. That was my fight. I was ready for that one.
Always in such a rush, Rasputin. It takes years before you're ready for combat of that magnitude.
Well, you'd be surprised, Nine. This one's been acing all my extra credit exams.
I beat the coach once already, and I can do it again.
Darling, that was just a remote projection of the coach. He wasn't as strong as he would be if he were to appear in the real world.
TV? TV?
Where's his brain?
Oh, probably stuck in one of his plans to take over the world somewhere.
Hey, how's the weather down there? Ah, finally. Alone at last, eh, Rasputin?
Glad you're finally picking on someone your own size.
Yes, I've been dying for a chance to pick your brain!
Two can play that game.
Yeah, but only one can win!
Alright, after that lengthy cutscene, we have our boss fight, the Mega Brain Tank. And as you can see, he's got some pretty impressive defenses there. For this fight, we won't need Psy Blast. Instead, what we want are the Pyrokinesis and the Telekinesis powers. Whoops. Yes, the little goop running around the asylum will hurt you if you step into it, so be mindful of that. So for this fight, we need to use these falling bits of debris in order to break the rock shields that are surrounding the Brain Tank. We can then burn the fences that also surround it with pyrokinesis and chuck a piece of debris at the casing for the brain tank, exposing it, damaging it, and hopefully we can expose the brain completely and make him completely vulnerable. As you can see, he is constantly adding new pieces of debris to his shield, so you do have to be mindful of that. Whoops. You do have to be mindful that you have to be a little bit quick in order to get your attacks in here. This should be a... Oh, nope. These little rotating rocks will hurt you if they fly into you. Also, that was weird. The telekinesis power is always kind of finicky to use. So let's just keep breaking these rocks here, and I think I can get over here. Yep. And now let's just create another opening, and good. With that, you can just chuck it up and over, and one more hit, and that should break the casing on the brain tank, expose the brain, and leave Coach unable to properly defend himself. But what exactly are we going to do with his brain afterwards? Something to think about. Right now, we just need to focus on beating him. Okay, and yes, you can use these little pieces of debris as your own shield in order to block anything that he throws at you. Alright, and there we go, up and over. Alright, let's get up to the brain tank and just destroy it.
Super sneezing powder. Try not to sneeze. Have to hold it in. TV. Oh, this is just great. Now what am I going to do? Have to think. Like I got a choice.
So, in the ultimate tragedy, Raz has been reduced to a brain, and it looks like, hey, we can still use our telekinesis power. I wonder if the tank is still operational. Perhaps we can wrest control of it from Coach Oleander.
name's Marcel Oleander, but you can call me Maury or Ole.
Coach Oleander? What are you doing in my mind?
How did you get in my happy meadow? Nobody's supposed to know about it. You didn't tell my dad about it, did you? Oh, that's him! Oh no! Come on, little bunny! We'll be safe in here!
Looks like we've met a young version of... what the... Huh. Well, anyway, looks like we've met a young version of Coach Oleander. It seems like he has a fondness for bunnies. Alright, let me just take a look at this. Okay. I'm just trying to make sure there aren't any figments in here. I kind of forget, so we'll just roll around, but doesn't look like there's a way to teleport back here, so I'm guessing there isn't. What is that? Anyways, let's head into the caravan over here and move on to the levels. Is that meat inside it? Anyways, you'll need your cobweb duster again. Fortunately, it is impossible for you to reach this point without having it, so that's not a concern at all. And heading out here.
Okay. The circus I remember from my childhood was definitely not made of meat. The last time I checked.
No! No! Little bunny, don't go in there! That's a bad place! That's a bad place for bunnies!
And here we are in Psychonauts' final level, the Meat Circus. This is a pretty notorious level of the game, though fortunately for us, although unfortunately for my bragging rights, this version of the level in the Steam version, Rasputin, your journey has made you much wiser. So why do you still hoard your goods like a miser? The items that you've scavenged, the webs, the cards, the brains, just to redeem them all is all that matters. Anyways, this is telling us about this guy right here. If I can interact with him. This guy will take our mental cobwebs and convert them into cards. He can also take our cards and convert them into challenge markers. So any excess challenge markers and cobwebs that you have at this point will be converted to the proper things to rank you up. Anyway, heading over here, the steamer trunk tag is right up here, and we can take it and tag the steamer trunk right over here. You probably also see the Hatbox tag bouncing in the background. Let's get this guy out of here, and let's grab this Hatbox tag. But as I was saying, the Meat Circus is a pretty notorious level. It is much harder than the levels that preceded it, but the Steam version has actually updated to make it a bit easier. One thing that's notable about it is that if you throw yourself off into the void like so, you do not lose any lives in the Meat Circus in the current version of the game. I've heard it's also added more checkpoints and made certain sections later in the level a little bit easier. Anyways, I'm just looking around, being careful, make sure I don't leave anything behind. I really wonder what that face is. Anyways, let's follow Little Ollie into the circus itself and see what's going on.
Gotta help me save the bunny! If he just hold still, I could catch him and hide him from my dad! He runs a butcher shop. He wants to make food out of them.
Oh, that's right. Maury's old man was a butcher. It looks like your childhood memories of the circus got all mixed up with his childhood memories of his dad's butcher shop.
My memories were bad enough. This is just gross. Uh-oh.
You'd better keep that kid out of trouble. With your brains all scrambled like this, what happens to him happens to you.
Ah! Help!
Alright, so now we have an escort mission. We have to protect Little Ollie while he tries to catch the bunny. As he is doing that, periodically that grinder will spit out bunny abominations. While we're down here, we just want to take an opportunity to grab some of these figments. These guys take 2 side blasts to take out. Now, Ollie is just way too slow to actually catch the bunny on his own, so we will need to help him out. And the way we can do that, well, first order of business, we want to get these bunny abominations out of here. You can stun them with the confusion grenades. I said you could stun them. Never mind. Let's just kill this one. Let's see here. We can hit this guy. And then to keep the bunny from getting away from Little Ollie, we have to telekinesis it. I should have locked on with my first confusion grenade.
Got you, Mr. Bunny.
Little Oli, or Little Ollie as I keep miscalling him, is able to fly with his little propeller hat. Convenient, I suppose. Anyways, he is up on a higher level and is being attacked by more bunny abominations, so we have to get up to him quickly. You know what? We'll save him real quick. And I'm just gonna drop down to get this figment real quick, and then we can hop back up and help him out some more. Let me see here. I want to see if I can just confuse this thing, because these things do respawn at a pretty quick rate, so it's better to try and stun them if you can manage, and unfortunately, I'm having difficulty hitting them with the confusion grenade. You can also confuse the bunny to get it to stop, but that is not that helpful, because once Oli walks into the confusion aura, he gets confused as well. As you can see, the hat box is over there, and conveniently, we picked up the hat box tag in the previous section of the level. Here's where the escort mission gets a bit tricky, and if you fail the escort mission, you go back to the start of it. Anyways, the damage is going to be coming pretty fast and heavy on little Oli here, so we want to get the Double Fine logo figment here, and we want to make our way up these bones, and hopefully we can get to him in time. Flip your flip here, or your spin, or however you want to categorize this movement. I'm not an acrobat, so I do not know all the proper terminology. We can hop onto this rail here, get these, oh no, that's a disaster. Okay, let's get back onto this trapeze, and yes, he will be screaming the whole while, so, sorry about that. Hopefully we can get to him before he dies. Not that it really matters, it just, forces another cut on the video. Alright, so, we want to get over here. Okay, come on, and get onto this one. Yeah, this section of the game, very, very annoying. And it was even harder in the console versions and the early Steam release. Alright, so here's where it gets a little bit weird. We want to, oh dear. We want to shield real quick. Okay, this guy's gonna be throwing swords at us, and what we want to do is we just want to shield them, and then we can grab them as little pulls to flip on, if I can time it right. Okay, let's just grab this one right here. I can't reach it right. Come on. There we go. Hopefully I can get to little Oli before he dies. I think we just made it. Okay, come on. Get away from him. There we go. There we go. We blocked for him there. Ran a little bit of interference. Okay, so let's get blast sets, because I'm not having much luck with the confusion grenades. And let's just take this thing out before it becomes an issue. Oh, what? Come on, that should totally killed it. Get out of the way. Oh my god. Yeah, this section of the game, very, very annoying. I kind of wish we could throw the bunny into Oli. Alright, he should reach it before the bunny monsters start hitting him. There we go. That was close. That was close. Unfortunately, it's not over yet, and there has not yet been a checkpoint, so if he dies at this point, then we have to start all the way over. These things are of a much lesser threat to us, since we're just constantly regenerating health at a tremendous rate with all the campers rescued, so I'm not too concerned about dying due to damage. Almost fell there. That would have been undesirable. Get this seal right here. I was having trouble seeing the figment when it went 2D like that on me. Well, they're always 2D. You know what I mean. I was looking at it from a wrong angle. Alright, jump over here. Once again, get our shield power out. And can I get this? Yes! Heck yeah. And just float on over here. It's not super critical that you grab all the figments at the first opportunity. You can come back after little Oli is not in danger and get him then. Having a little trouble judging distance there. There we go. Woof. Okay, we're gonna make it to him before he runs into any problems. If I can just get this figment... Did I get it? I think I got it? Okay. Oh dear. Let's just quickly stop all those things from hurting him. And let's get our telekinesis back out. And hopefully he can get the bunny before the bunny abominations come back in. Okay. Oof. And I believe... that's the last one, yes. At this point, he makes it on to the next stage of the level. Oof. Okay, okay. Now we can kind of take it a little bit easier, collect figments at our own leisure. And what is that face? Well, anyway, let's get onto this tightrope over here. Okay, it looks like I did grab the other figment. I was just having a hard time telling if I did or not. We can... Whoop, no. we can grab the Double Fine Figment there. We want to, of course, get onto that trapeze. Let's slow ourselves down a little bit and just make a little bit of a jump there. And now over here. Okay. Heading down here, little Oli has waited for us.
We did it! We saved all the bunnies! Now it's time for the main event. Come on!
What exactly is the main event? Anyway, we got a memory vault over here. This is not a conglomeration of Rasputin and little Oli's memories, but instead just shows us little Oli's backstory. He loved to hang out with his bunnies in a meadow. He loved them so much, and they loved him. Unfortunately, his dad is a butcher, and he only saw bunnies as good for meat, and butchered the poor bunny right in front of Miss Little Oli. So, Coach Oleander has a bit of a Freudian excuse for why he tries so hard to compensate for things, I suppose. Doesn't really excuse what he's been up to, though. Alright, so I don't think I missed anything. If I did, we can just come back for it. I'm pretty sure I didn't miss anything there.
Come on! This is my favorite ride!
The Tunnel of Love? Oh, whatever floats your boat, Oli. Anyways, there is a purse over here that we can tag. Somebody's throwing swords at us. We're just trying to tag our purse, okay? Okay, here's the suitcase. I was wondering if I missed it, but here is the suitcase. Tag them up. Alright. And let's see, I believe we've gotten most of the things along the way. Okay, so got, what is that, 26 more figments to collect, and a bunch of them are on this platform right here. We, of course, want to be looking out for the duffel bag tag, as well as the duffel bag itself. Grab these figments right here. I still have no idea what that face is. What could it possibly be? Something to ponder. Ah, there's the mental cobweb. The last mental cobweb in the game. If we turn it into the machine at the start of the level, we'll be able to get another rank up. Heading over this way, we've got a rail grinding segment, and this one is a little annoying. Not in the sense that it's difficult, just for grabbing figments, there are a couple of places where it is a little tricky to grab them. As you can see, though, quite a lot are just on the singular rail segment. And there's that duffel bag tag we've been looking for. Now, where's the duffel bag? Heading over this way, here's one that's a little bit tricky to get. This one, you are not lined up properly with it, so if you don't jump for it, you will miss it. So, we do have to jump. It's very difficult to grab it and still get back on the rail, though. I've never been able to really pull it off. The closest I've gotten is from jumping preemptively from a higher point, and that has allowed me to get it, but I still missed the rail by quite a ton. It's actually my first time getting it as I was grinding down the rail initially. Anyway, we will be going faster and faster as we go down the rail segment, and there will be more jumps for us, plus some figments over the jumps, like so. That can be a little tricky to get if you don't time it just right. Alright, more bunnies. Lots of bunnies. This is just a bunny lover's paradise, or perhaps a bunny lover's nightmare, given the intended use of the bunnies here. This section is a little tricky if you're going too fast. It's very easy to accidentally jump multiple segments and end up falling to your death, or mistiming the next jump because of that. All figments collected. Bonus scene at rank 100. And, over here, if we tag up our final emotional baggage of the game, rather fittingly a duffel bag, as a duffel bag was our first piece of emotional baggage, at least I'm pretty sure it was. Congratulations! Highest possible rank achieved. Unlocking secret movie in your journal under Thorny Tower Memories. Well, let's take a look at that. Let's see, under the Thorny Tower Memories, so let's just go over here, and let's see, Linda and Sam.
What's going on? What's that sound?
Oh, the insane asylum just blew up! But don't worry, Mr. Pokelope helped me save all the brains before it fell down!
Mr. Pokelope? Sam, is that you? It's me, Linda, from the lake.
Linda, I haven't seen you in ages. You look so
different. Yeah. I've put on a little weight.
Oh, you know I don't mind that one bit.
Oh, Sam, you haven't changed at all.
Well, I hope that was worth getting rank 100 for you. But it's nice to see that Shigor has escaped the asylum, and that thing about her rescuing the brains, that is of course, in case you didn't actually collect all the brains and rebrain the children, no worries, Shigor will take care of that for you. On top of that, we have also unlocked the primal memories for the Meat Circus, so let's take a look at this. Of course, got some concept art for Shigor. Looks like they were indecisive on what her color palette should be. A little bit of art for the asylums itself. I really like the Thorny Towers asylum level, actually. I thought it was pretty cool to have a dedicated platforming segment in the real world. Mr. Pokelope. Of course, Sam Pokelope is his full name. And of course, some blueprints for how the sneezing powder works. Here's the Meat Circus. Looks like just what we've seen so far. There's the butcher figure we've been seeing from Oli. I feel like there's something left out here. But rank 100 is actually not the highest rank. The game is trying to deceive you here. Also, you can return to the collective unconsciousness if you so desire at this point. Not that we want to. We got one more mental cobweb, which we can turn to one more card, which we can trade in all those cards with this machine to get a side challenge marker. And with that done, we get the true final rank of the game. Rasputin is now a rank 101 Psychonaut. Let's just take a look at that in our collection totals. Rank 101 does not have any benefit, it's just there for the satisfaction of saying that you got it. Like getting 101% in Donkey Kong Country. Well, I suppose at least in that game, Cranky Kong doesn't roast you for not fully completing the game. Now with that taken care of, we are ready to go into the circus tent, the big top, and see the final challenges the game has to offer for us. But who is that face? Whatever, let's go.
Help! Help! You gotta help me protect the bunnies!
Hey, little Oli. It's okay. Those monsters are gone now. The bunnies are safe. We're all safe.
No! It's not safe! He's coming!
Who's coming?
My dad.
Your dad? The butcher?
He says little bunnies are good for nothing! Nothing but food!
Here, little bunnies. Don't run, or else Daddy's gonna kill ya.
We have our boss, the psychic projection of little Oli's father, Mr. Oleander the Butcher. Anyways, the important power to use for this fight is the shield power, as he will come in and swing those massive cleavers at you, and he moves a lot quicker than you'd expect for such a big guy. Shield can really help survive his attacks there. Also, I screwed up and let myself get hit. Not a big deal, though. So let's just move quick, block those horizontal swings when they come in. When he does those rapid cleaves, we can just keep moving with levitation to get away from them, as you can see. And in fact, when he's about to slam the ground, whoop, you can also jump those horizontal swings. I'm waiting for him to hit the ground. There we go. His cleaver will get stuck, and we can make our way up his shoulder and give him a quick smack on the head. Oh, you gotta be quicker than that, I suppose. So, now we just have to wait for him to get his cleaver stuck again. And honestly, it's probably just faster and more effective to just jump whenever he attacks. Quite the wind-up on that attack right there. Okay, another horizontal swing. Should do another vertical swing right now. Yep. Okay, now let's actually get up here and give him a smack in the face. And you need to hit him 3 times in order to clear this section of the fight. You don't truly believe this is the final boss, do you? Oh, you poor naive fellow. I'm sure you didn't think it was the final boss just now. It's a pretty terrifying thing in the center of the big top. I don't really believe you, friend. Anyways, let him get to that there. Let's get up onto his shoulder. Just real quick. Yeah, he does not stay stuck there for long, so you do have to be pretty quick. It is actually pretty annoying when he catches me while I'm jumping and he slams the cleaver, since your descending momentum while on the levitation ball is quite slow. Though you can cancel it. You just gotta be smarter than me. A very easy thing to accomplish. Alright, one more horizontal swing. And yeah, this is a pretty repetitive fight that doesn't really change at all. There we go. Just get onto this, and once again, give him a smack.
What's going on here? What have you done to our circus?
Dad!
Polluted. Perverted. This looks like the work of mentalists.
I can explain.
Have you been associating with psychics?
Dad,
Psychics. Fortune tellers. They killed your grandfather. They cursed our entire family to die in water.
Yes, but...
Including you, Rasputin. And me. But I'm going to live. You know why? Because I'm still an acrobat. Let's see if you are. What's it going to be, son? Die in the water? Or show me what you got?
And here we are in the circus escape sequence against the mental projection of Raz's father. This part is a notorious roadblock for a lot of players in this game. In the console versions of the game, the platforming is brutal and the checkpoint system is not very kind. You get sent pretty far back if you fail. Fortunately, in the current version that I am playing, the attacks that are sent at you are a bit more easy to dodge. There's a more generous checkpoints going on, and I believe they fixed one of the buggier aspects of the platforming, which we'll get into when we get to it. For right now, though, we just want to focus on trapezing across here, float over, and let's just get onto these tight ropes and start jumping up. Raz's dad will be taunting us as we ascend, and water is constantly following behind us. If we let it get too high, of course we will meet our watery death. Alright, so here's where dodging his bowling pins gets a little tricky, because sometimes he will lob them into the air, and it's really tough to tell, oh dear. It's really tough to tell what type of attack he just did, so let's see, nope, not getting up to that. Oh dear. Looks like I'm just gonna have to travel back. A bit unfortunate because the water, as you can see, it is rising, so we're not gonna be able to make another mistake there. Bit unfortunate that I got knocked off. And he's still gonna be peppering us with those spiked bowling pins as we are trying to get across here. Here comes the water. You lob that one. Yep, just toss that one. Okay, it looks like in that case he does an alternating pattern. Now this is the part where people usually started to lose, due to a bit of a problem with these grates here, and I screwed that up. But double jumping off of those grates is very, very finicky, particularly in older versions. There is a problem where very often your double jump will not work when trying to jump over those grates. Alright, so he does lobs there, and then, oops, 2 shots, and then lob, okay. Now, let's try this again. That face is still trying to approach us. But yeah, this is very, very tricky because it's not exactly easy to judge how you need to move in order to get back onto the grates here. So get to the edge here, and then there we go. Surprised I was able to grab that one, actually. I was positive I screwed that up. Alright, get to the edge here. Grab it. Yes, okay. And now we can just jump over to this. Here we go. Now, heading over here, we need to jump through the fiery hoops and levitate through these bubble streams. Alright, make our way over here. He's still going to be throwing bowling pins at us, so we're not completely safe, but his aim is not exactly great during this section, so we should be fine. Here's where it gets a little bit tricky. Now that we're actually closing in on the platform that he's on, he becomes a little bit more accurate, and we need to maneuver a little bit more intelligently. It's just able to grab the lip there. Now we've got these cleavers to get through. Just wait until, Raz's momentum isn't right. Wait, and then wait, and then, there we go. That was a little close. Woo. Yeah, he just throws 3 in rapid succession. We can make our way over that, and now onto this ladder. Be sure to actually climb onto this ladder, because now you have to slide down it, and just hold down, and we have reached the end of the escape sequence. This ladder is the final obstacle. You just have to hold down, and Raz will defy gravity, slide along the whole thing, and make his way out of the meat circus. Oof. Not too bad. I only screwed up once, or... well, technically screwed up twice, but I only had to go back to a checkpoint once.
I made it!
You cheated!
No! I used the acrobatics you taught me.
Don't lie to me, cheater. You crystal ball readers always cheat. You're no son of mine. Did what?
Uh-oh.
Somebody's going to get grounded.
Make that ground.
It looks like the dads have combined their efforts, but this actually works to their detriment because we can pick up the exploding pins here. Let's call them bowling pins just because, you know, that's kind of a thing I associate with juggling. But I'm not actually sure what these are supposed to be, like weird spiked clubs. Anyways, we can throw the pins at the Butcher Dad in order to get him to fall over. His cleavers are on fire, and we're not going to be able to get onto his shoulders now, so we just have to keep throwing these... Whoop, screwing up here. It's a little finicky about whether or not it actually knocks him over. Fortunately, we got him there. Oh, wrecking ball into his cleavers repeatedly. Okay, we got more pins over here. Oh, whoops, I pressed the wrong button. I keep forgetting what I have my power set to. Okay, but that's not a big deal. Now we just hit him again. There we go. That phase of the fight cleared. And into the mulcher, the meat grinder.
Rasputin! I see your skull is as hard to penetrate as ever.
Dad!
What is your brain doing out here in this tank with this other brain? And who are all these unconscious people? What have you gotten yourself involved with? Psychics. He's been cavorting with filthy, cheating psychics. Is that really how I look in your mind? Man, do I hate psychics. And seeing my son happy. I don't hate psychics. I used my psychic connection with you to find you, and to project myself into your mind.
But how can you hate me for being psychic if you're psychic too?
Son, I could never hate you. I only wanted you to be happy, Rasputin. And safe. Our family has many enemies. I have a lot more hair than that. Now, son, we have to carefully unweave your psyche from that other brain. We don't want anything bad to happen while your mind is in this tangled state. The damage could be permanent. Unweave? Detangle? Never. I like it this way. I mean, look at how huge I am. and I think I can juggle now.
This is your mind, so you are the strong one here. But I'm about to give you my son. You must take care of it, because it's everything I've got.
And now time for the final boss fight, the two-headed dad monster. With the psychic powers of Raz's dad, we can become a mega-sized Raz who is able to meet the two-headed dad monster head-on. So this fight is basically revolving around just dodging everything the two-headed dad monster does to you, and waiting for the Giga Raz power to charge back up. Now, one thing you can do to cheese this fight that I'll show off in the next rotation after we get the Giga Raz back, or rather after it breaks, is you can use the invisibility power in order to avoid and stall until the Giga Raz is ready again. Just put on invisibility and he completely loses track of you. And with the upgraded invisibility that lasts twice as long, it's almost as long as the wait time for Giga Raz, so this is a very easy way to cheese this fight. We'll try and keep it relatively honest, though, and try to avoid him as best I can. I've already been kind of screwing up on that, so let's, oh, there we go. Giga Raz time. And just, go in, throw, haymakers at him, deal a good amount of damage, get through that block there. Oh, I did not mean to go invisible. I keep forgetting which button I set my powers to. It does not help that the buttons do not line up cleanly with, an Xbox 360 controller. Kind of wish I was playing this on a vanilla Xbox, honestly, or Xbox original. Okay, charge is almost ready, and we should have the fight cleared here. Just break his guard, keep wailing on him, and come on, get that last punch in. Yes!
Bunnies! No! No meat! Ah!
Shh, no more. No more meat. Look.
There you go! Good little bunny! Hey, thanks for helping me save the bunnies. And for talking to my dad.
No problem, little Oli.
Bye-bye! Wave goodbye, Mr. Bun!
Where's he going?
We're separating the brains now, Rasputin. He'll be fine. Let's go inside.
Man, I can't wait to tell you about all the messed up stuff that happened.
Oh, I know a lot of it. While you were out, I poked around a bit. Tell me about this Lily person.
Hey!
And so, that brings us to the end, where, as you can clearly see, the personal demons causing my negative behavior have all been eradicated, leaving me sane once again. This is also corroborated in CAT scan number 3 on page 59 of your handouts. On a personal note, I would just like to reiterate how extremely, extremely sorry I am for stealing all of your brains and trying to take over the world. Mistakes have been made. But this camp is all about education. And I know I, for one, learned plenty. Thanks to that guy right there. Come on up here, Raz.
We endeavor to build strong minds here, with the power to lift things, to see things, to burn things. But it's a special quality of your heart, not your mind, that truly makes a great psychonaut. This young man has it. We did not give it to him. He got it from someone else, long before he came here. But we can give him this, to honor his mind, his courage, and his heart. Son, we do not normally ask this of someone so young, but it is obvious to us all that you are not average. Will you join us, Rasputin? Will you be a psychonaut?
Okay, let's be perfectly clear about this. That was the best summer of my whole entire life.
Hey, the summer's not over yet. We can hang out for a couple of weeks still.
My family's out on the East Coast. Where's yours?
They move around a lot.
Well, you'd better go. Your dad's waiting for you.
Well...
Bye.
Children, it's an emergency. There's been another kidnapping.
I was here the whole time. You saw me.
No, this time we know who it is, and that's what scares us.
Who was kidnapped?
Truman Zanotto, the grand head of the Psychonauts.
Dad!
Sir, can you teleport this many of us back to headquarters?
Huh? What? Hey, what are you people doing in my kitchen? Now get!
Guess we're taking the jet.
Don't worry about your dad, darling. We'll get him back.
Yes, after all, we'll have Rasputin helping us.
I'm going?
Now how could we do this without our anti-kidnapping specialist?
I've taught you everything I can, son. Now, you go show them. Show them all.
Let's go.
And that was Psychonauts, ending on a sequel hook that did not materialize until like a decade later in a VR game. But there is, of course, a Psychonauts 2 these days, and I've not fully completed Psychonauts 2, but it is actually really fun and it looks amazing. So I'd recommend checking that out if you're interested in this game. And of course, I'd recommend checking out this game as well, as it's very cheap. I think like on an average day it's like $10 on Steam, and it goes on sale pretty frequently, so you can usually scoop it up like $2 or $3. PC version is probably the easiest and most ideal way to play it these days. There are a couple of things that I think might be an issue with it, but I mean, it's still a game that I just think this is, I think its elements come pretty together. I really love the world, and I think a lot of the unique bits of its platforming can be pretty fun, and it does have some of the most creative and unique levels I've ever seen, even if from a gameplay sense they're not exactly perfect. Like, the Milkman Conspiracy isn't exactly, like, an amazing bastion of platforming level design, but it's just such a unique and offbeat world. I like how Raz's father doesn't have a name in this game. I know he has a name, what the heck, we got some time. Let me go look up ye old TV Trips page and see what Raz's father's name is. But yeah, this game is just, I think it's a real treasure, and I want to just play it, show it off, do rank 101, because I know so few people actually go through the hassle of getting rank 101 due to the figments, and even quite a few like completed Let's Play series of the game will often gloss over or ignore that aspect of the game. So I wanted to do that, and honestly, I was surprised in the second half of the game how easily I was able to work that into the main level progression, like Black Velvetopia and Waterloo World. I was able to collect basically everything in those levels without sacrificing any time, so it was all pretty good. Augustus is Raz's father's name. There we go. Was skipping my mind there. But yeah, that was Psychonauts. I hope you enjoyed seeing it. I hope you enjoyed the secret video that we unlocked. There is Linda once again, about to eat Raz, but it's okay, just for the purpose of transporting him to Thorny Towers. And, yeah, I've basically run up everything I've said. Not too much to say, I basically covered everything I want to over the course of the game. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching, and I hope to see you in whatever I make next, which will, of course, be Daikatana. See you then.